So let me tell you about Signalis. In Signalis, you play as an LSTR replica unit. Think replicant from Blade Runner, not as much android as human, but we'll learn about replicas more soon. Let's call her Elster. You begin by waking up from a pod aboard a spacecraft. You quickly discover that this craft has crash-landed on a snowy, potentially hostile world. You deem it necessary to find the ship's captain. You locate the ship's status monitor in the mess hall to discover you're aboard the Penrose 512, and the only other crewmate, its captain, isn't sending a transmission back to the ship. Behind the photo you found back at the helm is the pattern required to open the cryostasis pod. The captain isn't resting in it, but instead, a broken keycard can be found. You use the tape from the mess hall to fix it, allowing you to exit the derelict ship. An ancient-looking tome is lying on the table. It feels like it's calling to me.
Achtung, 3, 9,
I highly recommend at this point that you stop the video and play the game yourself if you haven't already. If that intro isn't enough to get you to play the game though, then let me try and convince you. If you're here for the guide aspect, then I hope the chapters in the description will help you remain spoiler-free during your endeavor. It goes without saying, massive spoilers from here. Yeah, that opening is fucking cold. I love that shit. So I could beat the game in under 4, I think. Today I'm probably going to be a little sluggish, so we'll see. I don't anticipate it taking more than 5 as long as I don't dilly-dally too much, but there are because You've discovered yourself on Lang, the outermost planet in the system, and managed to find refuge in an underground mining facility, S23-Serpinski. You take the receptionist's key and venture further into the facility. There doesn't seem to be anyone around, and the facility is run down and unmaintained. Worse than that, there seem to be replica corpses littering the facility halls. You come across an STAR unit that could probably use some kind of medic, but instead, your fellow replica tells you that the facility is lost and to just get out while we can. Replica overview. Star. The standard model of the Protector security technicians. Instead of offering aid, you ask if she's seen the person in your photograph. She says all of the Gestalt workers have been sent down to the mine. We'll get our definition for Gestalt shortly. No explanation is given as to why the workers are down in the mine while the facility falls to ruin, so you grab the Protector key and head back to explore further. In the Protector room, we find a two-way mirror looking into a classroom and surveillance equipment. In the drawer, you find a pistol and an aperture card. In the library, you meet a Gestalt standing over a desecrated replica. Oh, hello. You don't belong here either, do you? I'm Isa Ito. She's very aloof about the situation, and you remain silent. She wishes you luck finding the person you're looking for, but you didn't mention anything of the sort. In this room, we find a dictionary defining the words replica, a biomechanical person, and Gestalt, a person that is not a replica. Using the aperture card on the computer here reveals a code to a safe that is located in a classroom across the facility. Inside, you find another access key. You return to the room you met the starter unit to find them gone. You proceed through the classroom and find a one-way trip forward. You move forward and find an elevator. You don't have authorization to use the elevator, but you do find a key. The key is for a service hatch on the door not too far up ahead. After fixing the door, you explore further into the facility and find many supplies as you go. You attempt to sneak past a disheveled replica mindlessly chopping away at meat but fail. In the pantry, you find the Mensa key, allowing entry into the mess hall. You successfully sneak past the replica this time and several others. Replica overview. Storage.
Hey, Storage.
Each cadre of Protector security technicians is overseen by a controller unit, the most common of which is the STCR Stork type. The Storch greets you coldly with little urgency of the situation, and in this room you find a key to the other side of the facility. Upon exiting the room, you are immediately attacked by a replica. You avoid its attacks, and in the bathroom you find a strange broken key. Traveling across the facility, you come across the other half of the key, and avoid fighting most of the replicas in your path. Using the radio module, you tune into the frequency associated with the wall safe in the office, granting you authorization to use the elevator. You fight your way back to the elevator and use it to go back up to the first floor. Don't forget to go visit your friend Issa. She has shotgun rounds for you. Finding that it's a dead end, you decide to head down. The elevator stops on the 3rd floor regardless of what floor you choose, then eats your authorization card as you are not the proper owner of said card. You begin exploring the 3rd floor. You find a shotgun and then a strange door requiring 5 keys to open. You find a pump room key on the corpse of a dead Aura replica model, allowing you to drain the flooded room below. Replica overview. Aura. One of the earlier replica designs, these strong and heavy worker units are a perfect fit for work in construction and production of industrial goods. To drain the flooded floor below, fill tank B with water from tank A
to B.
Move water from tank B to C. Then move it to tank A from C. Fill tank C again from B. Then move water from tank A to B.
A to B.
Fill tank C from tank B. Then move it back to A.
That one always fucking confuses me.
Jumping down, you discover the water keycard and a blank keycard. In another flooded room, you pick up the examination room key, and in the ICU, you find a strange video cassette. Back upstairs, you find the socket wrench in the storage room, and in the examination room, you find the attachment. This allows you to remove the grate down in the vent room to acquire the air key card. Across the facility, you locate and open another wall safe using your radio module to obtain the key to the incinerator room.
(63815) 63815 RB blank AS.
An EULR unit here vents her anxieties to you. Replica overview. Euler. These elegant multi-purpose worker units are suited for all kinds of domestic tasks like cleaning, cooking, and simple medical and office work. Then, in another room nearby, you find a monitor with a built-in VCR. With the gold key card in hand, you head up to the incinerator room, avoiding more corrupted replicas. Here, you balance out the gas levels to allow you to open the incinerator. Keep in mind, turning the dials clockwise lowers the levels, and turning them counterclockwise increases them. In the incinerator, you'll appropriately find the fire keycard.
I like that puzzle conceptually, but this is probably my least favorite puzzle in the entire game. Not that anyone asked, but let's see if we get hit. Oh, we phased right through them. Alright, cool. I'll take it.
Finally, you discover the Earth keycard is inaccessible to you. You decide to be crafty and take the blank keycard to the card printing PC located in the back office. Imprinting the pattern allows you to finally open the door into the surgery observation room. Here you find another one-way trip forward. Replica overview. Mina. No other model rivals the Mina units with their high security power on their bodies. Even in lethal radiation, under crushing pressure and in zero G, they keep their calm demeanor and show exemplary teamwork. Despite their hulking bodies, underneath their face shields, a standard Generation 3 cranial construction can be found, making maintenance and social interfacing as easy as with any other replica model. Please note that the MNHR neural pattern is not suited for combat use. For combat applications, the SAPR variant should be used. The hostile Mina, relentless in its attacks, should be kited around this pillar for safety. Fighting this unit head-on is highly discouraged. Utilize thermite flares to kill stragglers quickly, as the Mina unit should be prioritized at all times. Luckily, this is not the combat variant sister model. After defeating the Mina unit, the doors open and you meet with an ADLR unit.
A visitor. Welcome to our facility. How can I help you?
This unit acts as the general manager of the facility and greets you warmly. He even asks to see the photo of the gestalt you're looking for, despite not ever having mentioned the photo.
Alina Seo. I believe she's one of our factory workers. However, you shouldn't have returned.
I must have fallen asleep while waiting for Erica. Did she already go home without me? You awake to find that your fall was broken one floor below by a large pile of corpses. Out on the terrace, you find a ladder down to the next floor, and upon entering the room, you find out just how many bodies there are. They aren't just any bodies, it's dozens, possibly hundreds of Elster replica units. Continuing to explore sees you avoiding more replica units and finding another hole in the floor, leading you to, of course, floor 7.
I'm afraid the commander won't receive any visitors at the moment. But perhaps I can be of assistance instead?
Who are you?
I'm the administrator of this facility. Please, there's no need to be afraid. I'm just here to help.
Stun rods, so let's just use those.
You find a fuse in the Mensa, which you are able to take back up to the 5th floor in order to activate the power to the lift. Flip the 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 7th switches, then the main power switch. Use the lift to access the 8th floor and locate a hand crank in the room on the left. In the back room, we find the FKLR unit assigned to S23-Serpinski. Replica Overview. Falka, the Protector Führungskommando's commander. The head of each Aeon facility's Protector Force is a powerful, prototype, bioresonant Falka unit.
Hey, mommy.
An authority that may never be questioned. A Falka unit serves not just as a commander to the Protectors, but as a nearly godlike being, a perception that is underlined by her tall build and resemblance to the Yuuzhan nation's leaders, the Great Revolutionary, and her daughter.
We'll just pretend that didn't happen.
Find the Adler unit's bedroom to acquire the flashlight module. Replica Overview. Adler. An integral part of every Protector Führungskommando is the Administrator unit. A single Adler unit can manage and oversee all administrative tasks for an entire facility, freeing other operational command units to focus on the direct control of the Protector units. The Adler unit is designed to work as a direct counterpart to the Falka unit, serving as her adjutant by taking care of necessary paperwork and calculation. Use the crank to open the piano room back up on the 7th floor and pick up the Euler key.
Yes.
Use the flashlight to traverse the room on the far left of this floor, and in the back room you'll find 2 necessary keys. Hunter's key and the island key.
Fuck off.
The first key can be used here on the 7th floor. As you enter the painting room, you are assaulted by a cacophony of frequencies and faced by 4 corrupted KLBR replicas.
Fuck you.
Replica Overview. Colibri. Able to directly influence the minds of replicas and gestalts, extract information non-verbally, and communicate amongst themselves instantly in the full bandwidth of the senses. The Colibri's bioresonance is the closest recreation of a true hive mind. Colibris can be incapacitated by either shooting them or tuning into their frequency, causing a feedback loop and frying their neural pattern. Use the island key to open the secret compartment in the painting and pick up the workshop key. Up on the 6th floor is the Euler dormitory, where you'll find a broken music cassette tape. You can use the flashlight to traverse a room on the right to acquire tape needed to repair the music cassette, along with a weapon case. Opening the weapon case rewards you with a 12mm revolver. Head to the workshop room and insert the music cassette into the radio, then set your module to the listed frequency. Return to the unresponsive Falka unit and turn on the radio module. The object she holds is locked with an auditory device, which is unlocked when Swan Song Opus 20 is played into the mic. take the Colibri key and head to the other side of the facility, where you'll find the key to Adler's bedroom. In the side room, you'll need to incapacitate another corrupted Colibri unit before acquiring the postbox key. You'll find the postbox back up on the 6th floor. Inside is the library key. Head back down to the 8th floor and into the library. Here you meet a stable Colibri unit huddled in the corner. Use the book sorter to acquire the king in yellow. Inside you'll find an astrolabe. This is a good opportunity to clear out the Storcher dormitory for extra supplies. Take the astrolabe to Adler's office and place it into the safe. The symbols on the astrolabe refer to the planets of our solar system. Use the orrery on the 8th floor to work out the orientation of each dial. Take the administrator's key found inside and head to the elevator shaft.
I know you're here. I've done this countless times before. You don't belong here.
Make your way through the mines and don't forget to pick up the flare gun. You stop briefly to speak to a lucid mining unit to discover their name is Beo. Not the first instance you found of replicas using names to differentiate themselves from other replicas. Fight your way down through the mine and avoid combat where possible. Whatever you do, Elster, don't stop moving. Take the first door on the left and continue forward to the doors across the room. I recommend incapacitating the corrupted replicas in this room before picking up the large wooden doll. The replicas in the next room should be dealt with as well. There is yet again a one-way trip forward. Shoot the creature with every 12mm round you have and stall for time. Alternatively, a single flare round will stun the creature. It can only die when Issa finally takes a shot at it. This, of course, knocks her out. You should probably move her to a safer location. Venture forward, incapacitate the corrupted replicas, and collect the items in the following rooms. You will need the Regent's Ring, the Plate of Flesh, and the Rusted Key. Avoid being damaged by the monofilament fiber by using your flashlight module. Head back upstairs and take the first door on the right. In the back room, you'll find a small bottle. Take this to Issa to wake her up, and she'll give you the hunting rifle she took from Adler. Use the rusted key to open the door across from the upstairs storage box room. Here you will find the wooden doll. In the room to the right of the pulsating hole, you'll find a wedding ring and a strange microphone contraption. Turning the radio module and setting it to different frequencies will cause symbols to appear on the screen and buttons to light up in different patterns. The patterns you want to take note of are as follows: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pattern 2 corresponds to the door in the room across from the upstairs storage box room. Here you'll find the Plate of Sacrifice. In order to avoid spending all of your resources clearing out this room, you will need to walk through the monofilament fiber, so bring repair spray if necessary. Pattern 1 corresponds to the door in the dilapidated operating room. Now listen very carefully. Slowly make your way to the left side of the room and use the flashlight to quickly grab the serpent ring inside the dark room. Immediately leave, as the entire room will become hostile. Make your way across to the right side of the room, being sure to pick up the small wooden doll on the way.
Except for the doll. Fuck. Oh god, okay.
You'll then find yourself in a room consisting of corrupted Colibri, Storche, and Eule units. Run to the right and through the door for a moment to breathe. This saves the most amount of resources, and if you're quick and a little bit lucky, you may not even be damaged. Here you find a familiar room. You've been here. This door. That pillar. Pattern 4 corresponds to the door in the upstairs storage box room. Take the 3 rings with you, and you'll eventually find yourself in a dilapidated altar room.
Wow, remember this enemy that was a boss? Now it's a normal enemy that's just there. Not a bad trope, but an exhausting one.
Place the rings according to the memory found on the table. On the first day, she was crowned. On the longest day, nothing was done. On the next day, she was wed. And on the last day, she took her life. Pattern 3 corresponds to the room Issa rests in. Combine the 3 wooden dolls you have found and bring them with you. Swap the Mina doll with the plate of balance you find.
The Mina unit doll. How cute.
Clear out the hall to the left of the strange hexagonal door. And in the room, at the far end, you'll find a stick of incense. Take it to the morgue and make an offering to the Young family to acquire the last plate.
It's impossible to move on. I have been here so many times, but I have never returned. The commander never spoke about what she saw out there. I'm sure whatever it was what made her fall sick. Something about her changed when she returned. She was no longer a beloved leader, Falca. What waits beyond that threshold?
It doesn't matter. So let me tell you about Signalis. In Signalis, you play as an LSTR replica unit. Think replicant from Blade Runner, not as much android as human. Replica Overview, Elster, a versatile combat engineer unit primarily designed for orbital service. These tough and stoic loners are best suited as specialist sappers and scouts. Elster units were chosen for the Penrose program for their adaptability and reliability under long-term isolation conditions. To avoid resurfacing of Gestalt memories, do not show or give the Elster unit photographs, especially of soldiers during the war. Do not show the Elster unit movies, or let it listen to music. Do not try to befriend the Elster unit. Let's call her Elster. It is the 3000th cycle anniversary of the Penrose program. The Yuuzhan Nation has set into motion an expedition to locate habitable extrasolar planets, sending young officers who, in an act of great bravery and loyalty, will spearhead the advancement of our great nation. You begin the cycle by performing the ship's maintenance duties required of you as the replica unit assigned to the Penrose 512. Once your tasks are complete, you make your way over to personnel to meet with the captain of the ship, Scout Officer Ariane Young. You've discovered yourself on Lang, the outermost planet in the system, and managed to find refuge in an underground mining facility. S23.
I missed. You know what? Fuck it.
You've changed. It's like everything was taken apart and put back together by someone who doesn't understand how it works. I wear no mask, and I hate everything.
Alistair, begin by entering the door on the left and take the first door on your right. You'll want to clear out this corridor as you'll be running through it frequently. Don't stop, Alistair. Use your flashlight to acquire the developing tank from this apartment unit. There are repair patches in the unit across the hall. You can also pick up a hand wheel that will allow you to proceed further through the apartment complex.
Oh hey, healing item.
Head across the lobby and through the pipeworks. Grab the blue diskette from the garage chute and the acetone in the disinfection room.
Acetone.
Head back down the hallway to the room at the very end. Using the acetone, retrieve the Lover's Tarot card from the island canvas. Return to the Blockwart office and insert the blue diskette into the computer. Click the antennae application. By adjusting your radio module to the displayed frequency and rotating the antennae, you will discover that the 43rd tower broadcasts the strongest signal. Transmit the Magpie file to Tower 43 and you will begin to hear the Magpie signal through your radio module. Continue through the disinfecting room. In the Mensa, you will find the Tower tarot card. Upon exiting the Mensa, you will find a heavily patrolled metro platform. It is worth incapacitating some of the enemies on the metro platform to make traversing the area safer. Quickly make your way to the right and enter the computer store for a moment of reprieve. Pick up the patient key and make your way forward. Climb up the ladders and enter the apartment unit. Here you will need to deal with a Colibri unit while Euler and Storch units swarm you. Exit on the left and take the first door on your right. You will find a room full of butterflies, and on the wall, a plaque of butterflies depicting an example of pareidolia, the psychological tendency to perceive a meaningful pattern or image in random or ambiguous stimuli. On the butterfly's wings, you read Aeon. You input the code into the safe nearby and acquire the Moon tarot card. Fight your way to the dentist's office to find the red diskette. Take the door at the end of the hallway to locate the hospital room. Here you will find a box with an image of a magpie on it, locked by an auditory device. Play the magpie signal through the mic to acquire a store key and the Star Tarot card. Return to the Blockwart office and insert the red diskette into the computer. The only file on the diskette will be a databank of various patients and their information. Take a note of the Ito sisters, most importantly Issa's birthday. Or was it Erica's birthday? Enter the birthday into the keypad to access the Ito family bookstore via the back room. I couldn't find her. I've looked everywhere, but she's not here anymore. I can't go on. I'm sorry. Take the Death Tarot card from the memorial. Head back to the storage box to retrieve the developing tank if it's not already in your inventory. Head through the pipeworks and down into the Mensa. This time, upon exiting, go left. Use the store key to enter the photo store and acquire the developer fluid. Combine it with the developing tank to develop the photo and reveal the image. Exit the photo store and continue left. Sneak past the replicas and enter the pack station. Place the photo on the code reader to acquire the Sun Tarot card. With the last tarot card in hand, use the patient key to enter room 512. The diary on the stand details how to place the tarot cards. Turn on the black light and take note of the planet names and their corresponding moon phase. Return to the lobby where the dial ring has fallen from its initial place in the light well. Socket the dial ring in its place and rotate the moon phases to align with what was depicted on the tarot cards. The last seal has been broken. It's time to go home.
Why did you return? There's nothing for you here. She'll never dance with us again, no matter what we do. She doesn't even want us anymore.
Both of us, we are incomplete. Let us become whole again.
We are one.
Once again, you've returned. Are you really willing to go through with this once more? You've seen what happens. This world cannot take much more. This may be our last chance. If you go back, it'll fall apart. I can't let that happen.
I've come back for you. It's me, Elster. Elster? I'm sorry, but I don't remember. It's okay. Please, just let me stay by your side a little longer. I don't remember. Do you remember our promise? No. How could you? You're not her. That didn't stop you, though. You fought, and you died. Again, and again. You believed there was a reason. I'm sorry, but I don't remember. Do you remember our promise? No. How could you? You're not her.
In the end, it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough.
In the end,
I
had to leave you
had to
behind.
leave me behind. But I won't let you. Elster. I can't do it. You have to do it. It's time for this to end. Please.
I couldn't keep my promise. It had to end this way. If you've made it to this point in the video, I'd just like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are absolutely incredible, and you mean the world to me. This game means so much to me, and I had a ton of fun making this video. I hope this guide has helped you complete your survival horror journey, or that you at the very least enjoyed my video on its own. If you'd like to gain a further understanding on the events of Signalis, there is no shortage of video essays on this hellscape of a website. Wormgirl has an excellent deep dive into the game that I took much inspiration from when making this video. Flawed Peacock has the most extensive timeline analysis you can find. If you want something easier to watch and more casual, I very much enjoyed Mireabeu Studios' Signalis Simplified video. And Indie Xplorer has an excellent 2-part miniseries called A Complete Story Breakdown of Signalis. Links will be in the description if you'd like to check those out. Thank you so much again for watching to this point. I'm Chloe Cruz, and as always, I love ya. Bye-bye.